I act all the time. The thing I'm acting right now, and you are. You're a student now, you're doing this project and many others. You, you step into a role of doing something, and you better carry this role and complete it. Then you can come out of that role. Do you understand how fake this is? This is role playing. My name is Lola Lukas, and I'm an actress, a writer, I'm a creative consultant. I've been director of a few things here and there. I am from Odessa, Ukraine, which I always, when I talk about myself, I say I was made in the USSR. I discovered myself performing in my early years. During Soviet school, we had to memorize multiple poems verbatim, and it's stage performance. You cannot just blah 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 your poem through. It had to be with expression, with correct diction, and all of that. And then my mom came one day and she says, "No, you cannot do that." It's like they're laughing at you. So yeah, I'm telling something funny. And that's when it stopped, basically. It would have gone further. I think my father was encouraging me. He would take me to plays, to the Moscow Art Theater was, it was just, they were recording and broadcasting plays. That was a Soviet way of theater going. Not everybody could get themselves to famous big theaters, so they would record plays. To move to New York, in my situation back in the early 90s, when the Soviet Union just fell apart, was a big step. I wanted to pursue acting, not having English packed at that point, like firmly, I couldn't do much. So I didn't pursue it, like we could say that. I feel we're all acting all the time, Heather. Because I believe humans are kids of just all different ages, we find ourselves in different playgrounds, and we create or use the playground for our games. They're adult games, they're kids' games, different games. We are at the theater for the new city. Yeah. Can you add to that?
She doesn't know where she is. Usually she's in her role so much she thinks she's in the set of a play. I am Mary Tierney, and I run the Theater for the New Cities Theater Workshop. Anybody can come for free who loves the theater is the only requirement, or just thought of something, who hates the theater. That would be good. Thank you. And I'd like to introduce Del Willard, our longest serving member of the workshop.
Hi, how are you? We arrive to Banska, Bezechikia, and the Tara Mountains. At the end of the town, there was a small forest to our left with thin trees, like my arm. We were about 1 kilometer away from Banska.
Come on, Nelson, don't make me kiss your ass for this.
I'm a reasonable man, Bruce. I don't mind helping people every now and then.
A little louder, Doug.
I'm a reasonable man, Bruce.
Thank
I
you.
don't mind helping somebody out. But you are totally without means, responsibility, and maturity.
My husband died from too much champagne. He drank himself to death. Then for my next misfortune, I fell in love with another man. Began living with him. And just at that time, there came my first great punishment. Right here in this river, my little boy drowned.
Oh, God.
And so I fled abroad, never to return, never to see this river again.
I love when you do that. I love it.
The only constant in this game of life is change, like in any game, right? If you don't move to the next level, game over, or you get kicked to the lower level. But we are all here playing because otherwise we wouldn't survive here in in where we are. We have to play. It's good that we have this option.
Cut.
Lovely way to burn. What a lovely way to burn. What a lovely way.